girlfriends, we got action right from the get-go, so hang on to your seats. Here comes our first southbound. I don't know what that spells, but that's... Oh, check out this guy! Whoa! Creepy! And here's another one! He was too happy to be creepy. Alien kind of people there. Whoa! A pair of them. Well, that's interesting. Look at the middle. Lex, where are you? Now we need Lucas. There's a mushroom head. Oh, check out the bear. Ex-spaceman. All right, everybody, we just got here. Welcome to the next crossing. Oh, man, am I excited. Full energy, ready to go. It's been a long day since 6 o'clock. Job 1 was incredibly busy. Haven't even had time to change uniforms to job number 2 with you guys. Welcome to the next crossing with Casey and I. Am I excited? Yes. Woo! We literally, barely, hardly, as you can see, there's just hardly any description whatsoever. 3194 law enforcement is past the airport. We heard him call on the bird cam. He got permission to go past 75, so he's rolling our way. Jesse's up there somewhere. Seth's up there somewhere. Crash is out there. Kid Outdoor, he's leading. So everybody, you gotta give me a few minutes. Get set, get ready, get going, get whatever. Got to do a post. Got to get the what is it that I got to do? I got to do something. I got to get the monitor up. I got to get the little thing I listen on. See, this is what happens when you get old and you get excited and you get in a hurry. The scanner. That's it. Got to get the scanner on. So you guys sit tight for a minute. You all watch the crossing. I'm going to do the post, get everything going, then I'll be back. And whoever is on currently, you welcome everybody on for me. Everybody, y'all be my ambassadors. Welcome everybody on as they sign on. Tell them I'm here and we're getting ready. And yes, the spirit of law enforcement leading that CSX train coming south is on its way, along with all the rest of the action we're going to have tonight. So, let me get a scanner up here and y'all can start listening too. You guys are looking north. I'm still getting set up. Y'all don't go anywhere. Y'all welcome everybody. For those of you that are on, we will be rolling, okay? And a little music there driving past. Hope that's not copyrighted. Woo, a lot going on. Just keeping an eye on things out of the corner of my eye. And look what we got. Northbound green on the Atlanta North End. everybody. Real quick, I got a couple things yet to go, but let me just catch up with y'all for a moment here, real fast, as we get a little music across the tracks here live at the next crossing. Hey, everybody! Woo! Man, oh man, what an exciting start. That train was loaded with art. Wow! And I'm telling you, literally, I no more and got it in park, got about, and it takes a little time for those of you that work with YouTube to get everything set up, get the codes in, get connected, get the equipment on, do this, do that. Woo! I was sweating to get that train. Lucas has been tracking the spirit of our law enforcement, CSX 3194. Jesse's been chasing it. Crash is looking for it. All you guys got eyeballs on it from here to there. He's past the bird cam, rolling south. Bird cam's 122.8, so we'll just call it even, 123. We're at the 99, so he's less than 24 miles away from us. Right now, for those of you first time with us, we are in Dalton, Georgia at the CSX yard. We are trackside. We are live. When I say live, literally. If I fall down, which I did Saturday, you're going to see it if I'm on. If I yell, "Mike down, help," you know it's happening right now. Generally, 3 to 6 seconds delay, pending on our connection speed, based upon if we're on satellite, on the MiFi, depending on what service that we're using. We do have satellite capacity as well as our normal carrier capacity for broadcasting. So that's how we are. If it's your first time, please have a good time. If the scanner talks, I try not to. If you have a question, please just shout it out. If you're new, tell everybody hi, where you're from. If you're trackside tonight, let us know. Have a good time with this, because that's what this is about. Rail fanning, being safe, having fun, and sharing that with others. Closest to us, siding track. Next track over, NS, Atlanta North District line. Next track over, CSX, W&A sub, main line, Atlanta up to Wauhatchie. And yes, 1863, the General roared right through here on the great locomotive chase. Far side over there, both sides are CSX sidings. There's a CSX yard south of us where they'll work out of L808. Maybe he'll come out and make an appearance tonight. You just never know, but if we do, it's some extra bonus for us. The Diamond right behind us. CSX on that side crosses the Diamond, then on this side of NS. It's not first come, first serve, because then we could have a locomotive race that doesn't end well. CSX controls this yard, so they decide who's next. You'll hear it on the scanner. So right now, we have a northbound Norfolk Southern on the Atlanta North District line coming on our way. We caught our first train was an NS train. So we're off to a start. Folks are waving at us. Yes, we do have a sign up in front of the truck in case you all saw the post. Hey, go ahead and tell somebody, let a friend know, come join us that you hang out with when you rail fan. Catch of the week, you guys, for those of you who were on with us last night. Whoa, what a fun time. We had so much time, we went way over. The girls were hungry. Woo! Casey got in trouble. I stood behind him, kept me out of trouble. Catch of the week short will be posted yet tonight, probably around 8 o'clock. Casey's had meetings, and those meetings have had meetings, and both of us have just been on job 1, have just been slammed today. As you know, this is job 2 for both of us. You're here in production 6 tonight, our rolling rail cam that I predominantly operate out of, other than the flex, which is the backup. And I think we even took the Corvette out once, if I remember right, but it doesn't hold much, so it's just kind of in case we catch something. You guys check the weather for me. It's supposed to be no rain, but suspicious. All right, real quick here. Like I said, I still have a couple more things to do. Hello, 8 Right. What's for dinner in Kentucky? I want you to make me hungry. So when I go home and have my cereal tonight, I'm going to say, oh, 8 Right had woo, and I had cereal. Kid Outdoors, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. We'll list it on the scanner. He's already passed the bird cam at like 620, 625, and the spirit of our law enforcement is leading. So you're going to see him before us, Kid Outdoor Q1. You get some good pictures, and you let us know when he goes past. And yeah, we had all kinds of cool artwork. I'm not sure who Bender is, so you're going to have to tell me which one was Bender. Crash, green signal at Tunnel Hill. I'm going to guess that's going to be your spirit of law enforcement. There goes Andy, everybody. That's going to be your spirit of law enforcement. I'm going to guess is that green, because he's probably rolling fast, rolling quick. Hello, Mama Bear. Oh, Mama Bear's at work. Okay. Hello, P&L Railroader. How are you tonight? Are you trackside, and where are you? Welcome onto the channel tonight. Well, that's pretty cool. An HCX CSX on top, huh? Oh, here in a little bit, we got to read what's on that last car. We'll do that here in a little bit. Crash, where are you at tonight? Or are you rolling along? CSX NS Rail Fan, 3194. You stay right here and you're going to see it again. Where'd you see it today? Did you get good pictures of it? Oh, kid, I love the weather. I'm not down here sweating to death. I don't have to worry about getting up the umbrella. I don't have to stand here, etc. and so forth, covering up the recording device. Radiant heat took me out on Saturday down in Somerville when John and I was filming the 4501 on the steam excursion from Chattanooga to Somerville. John, if you're on, a special hi to you down there in Somerville, by the way. Hey, Tony, how are you, sir? Robert, we've been wondering how you are. Give us an update when you feel like it. Let us know where you are, how you're doing, and have you been staying out of trouble? Or you been terrorizing those hallways? Let us know how you're doing, Robert. We've been thinking about you. Hello, Chuck. How are you? Sorry for the quick phone call, but I had to pull over to have that conversation since I got my education about that. Whistleboard Productions. We've got Northbound Green. Whistleboard Production. Everybody, you know Jesse, the guy that just got married. Welcome to that new married life there, Jesse, and his lovely bride, Bethany. Right now, we have Northbound NS Green. Crash has green southbound on CSX in Tunnel Hill. Robert, don't let them work you too hard. And make sure you get all the raspberry sorbets you can hold. I love those things. Oh. A robot, huh? Interesting. Tony, you missed 3194. See, we have that problem too. Jesse and Brian and I go through that all the time. We all work at the same place, surprisingly. We're even trying to get Warren there. So, we have a northbound on approach. I still have a couple more things to do. You guys keep each other out of trouble for me. We are holding green. We are holding green on the northbound Norfolk Southern. Robert, that'll give you a chance to get us all caught up with you. Everybody, thank you for being here tonight. And I'll be back here in just a moment. We just got a couple more things to do. And then I'll be with y'all on the monitor. Let's see if we could do this while I'm doing this here. Let's take a moment. All right, what do you think? All right, we'll do like Casey does. False. Now, I'm not sure, I guess that's the signature there where the F is. Evolve, E-V-O-L. And there is the message of the day. Enjoy the little things. That's where you hug the one you love and make sure they know that you do. Those are just some of the little things. And hey, if you go to the restaurant and the food's a little slow, at least you got to have a seat and somebody was there to help you get that food. There is the signal bridge for NS at Junction Point Hare. And you say, what are y'all talking about, Mike? Right there, it says it. Right there, H-A-I-R. There's our siding cars. There's some all the way down there. But our message of the day, right there, false evolve, enjoy the little things. So, y'all enjoy the little things. Make your favorite sandwich, get your favorite beverage, and let me finish going ahead and get ready for our next northbound NS train. Y'all listen and see if you hear him call his number. All right, everybody, Spirit of Law Enforcement has been reported in Tunnel Hill. Tunnel Hill is just up the road from us, so Spirit of Law Enforcement has passed through Tunnel Hill coming our way. There's your sausages, kid. 3194 is through Tunnel Hill, kid. So you'll be seeing him soon. Whoa. CBS. Look at the eye in the middle there. D-R-U-B, I'm guessing Drub. Hello, Drub. And there goes northbound Drub on NS on the Atlanta North District line. He is now past Middle Dalton. right, everybody. I think we're all set now. 2 scanners, monitor, you're here, I'm here, truck's there, sign up, uniform on, pen in hand. Hello, North Georgia Fishing. Thanks for that update. 3194 is past Tunnel Hill, y'all. It's a hairline, huh, kid? Kig's got horn. Kig's about 10 minutes north of us at the very, very top. So, since we're all red on this end, my guess is we're going to have highball green on the CSX W&A sub for 3194. That is leading train B-Boy 647. B-Boy 647. So let's listen for that, for him to call North Dalton and Middle Point there as he's coming south. So that 3194, the spirit of our law enforcement. The ones that gave me a ticket, yep, Saturday, are coming this way again. So, hey, Lucas, fast, hurry, we ain't got much time. Get that popcorn ready. Jesse, where are you? All right, he is past Kid. He's not rolling fast. As we were talking, we do have the diamond right up here. CSX decides who's next. So there could be an NS southbound that has authorization before him. They may hold 3194 just north of where we are, or he could be next up. So everybody get set, get ready, get excited, get comfortable, get that popcorn done. Hit the 3-minute button and you'll be ready to roll. We got folks arriving up on the platform. We got a gentleman throwing disc golf. One guy told me, hey, you try it. It went over the fence and out here, so that was the end of my disc golf career. One and done. That's what it was. All right, everybody. I'm going to keep up with you here on the monitor. And we are going to skip that because we have the bird cam scanner up as well because it gives us coverage to the north. I see there's another southbound train chasing behind. 36.2, 4 miles north of us. Defect detector, no defects, it says. But there is another southbound CSX train chasing right behind 3194. So those of you up there in Tunnel Hill, you got another coming. We have not heard that defect detector in a while. All right. All right, we are locked in looking north. All right, King said he does. Let's go, everybody. Here he is.
North Dalton, speed 397.
Sounds like one friendly train crew. We've got people all the way down the line. We even got a guy up on top of the parking deck watching. We got gates. We got lights. Woo! Here comes the boxcar. And they are on their way to Lawrenceville, Georgia. Spirit of our law enforcement. Train number B-Boy 647 rolling through the middle of Dalton. Good job, kid, sending him on down here. Thanks, everybody, for keeping track of him. Boy, he gave horn salutes all the way through town. Oh, my goodness. That was an incredible train crew. Give you all the goosebumps, didn't it, you guys? Wow. I hope that was as exciting for you as it was for me. Whew, that was fantastic. And everybody that was here at the crossing has gone away. We got some music we're going to have to cut out here for just a second. Y'all hang on. Y'all, I do have y'all on the mute. It won't be long. We do have copyrighted music playing right behind us. And as you know, that ties up the live and does all kinds of terrible things. So you are temporarily on mute until this gets passed. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back. We might be okay for the moment. We're going to try it. I am back. We do have, for those of you who aren't aware, if you run a copyrighted music across the live or in a production, it will shut down your ability to see this and play it, and all kinds of terrible things happens, as Casey explained yesterday. So we have some blaring music here in the parking lot while they do a car repair. We do have a northbound green on the Atlanta North District line. Northbound green Atlanta North District line. So we're playing this by ear. It depends if he's got the car doors open or the car doors closed on what it as it blares across the parking lot here. So we are back on for the moment, and let's see how this works out. I'm going to mute you here for a moment again. Don't go anywhere. You'll have sound back a little bit, but for the moment, we do have north. Oh! Well, hopefully the sound of the train will cover up our parking lot problem here. My apologies, everybody, but this is part of what you deal with when you are live. Oh, I see a headlight already. Here we go. Train time in Dalton, Georgia. Teddy bear. Not sure if that was an eyeball or what that was. There goes Jade. Ah, this looks like Christmas. CBS Gats. VEDRS or QRS. Check out this guy. Frog eyes and teeth. Oh, there's a lot of color. Oh, look at the wolf. I know he's from a cartoon. I just can't think of which one it is. Lisa. Here comes 1163 and SD 70 ACE. Woo! And back to our message of the day. Enjoy the little things. Right there in front of you. That is our message of the day. Hey, that was awesome.
Yes, they were. They flew the home from at the airport. They didn't have to go home.
Is that movie down here?
You're not going to believe this, but the look is me. I shot him twice in ball. I've never done that with a rolling trip. I shot him, you know where the concrete plant is?
Yeah.
I shot him there. And then the route, you know, I also went down to my favorite spot down there and I got lucky with green lights, and I also didn't have to cross the road.
Can't say like really slow past him up.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, I don't think they stopped him. I think they just slowed him down enough to let the MS through. But it was this could just be me and don't be sleeping there. But whenever we were going past the fire department place, I caught up to it and I was neck and neck with him. I think they saw my car beat the horn at me. They were like, big dude, you know, I was like, that's so cool. I got some really good pictures.
Awesome.
Look at a piece of my tripod. But
Wow.
so whenever it falls off the roof of the car, it takes the on that. In case you're wondering, yes, I was on my roof at the airport. I was quite respectful of everybody going on the road.
You're on the roof of your car?
Yeah.
Why don't you just go up top on the dirt?
plastic piece here is more or less just a housing. It off the top. No, I didn't. In my haste to get off, I didn't release it to the ground in the most graceful fashion. So it has an
Look
issue.
out below.
Yeah. But I can still use it like this. I just can't raise and lower it.
Are you kidding?
Well, seeing how it's just that piece, one of two ways. I'll see if I can find the replacement piece.
Here, they want to know how it turned out. So,
Oh,
everybody,
hold on.
hang on a second. Yes, Jesse has arrived. Yes, Jesse's a mess. There's always an event, but he says he's going to have fun while he's young. So, Lucas, I'm going to let him answer the question. Hello, Tara. I'm going to let Jesse answer the question. Whoops, sorry, I just kicked y'all. There's Jesse over there. He has arrived on site. Like I said, I just kicked y'all. My bad. Let's see if I knocked you off your little balance point here. Now we look pretty good, and the bubble's still in the circle. So you got smiling Jesse and a sunset all in the same picture. And yes, as always, he has had a fantastic chase. Lucas, if that smile was cash, we need a wheelbarrow to put all that money in. Because Jesse said even he impressed himself. Now that's a scary thought. But I'm going to let Jesse tell y'all. Whistleboard Productions, y'all.
Well, before I go any farther, oh, that's just a step closer. Before I go any farther, I do owe a big thank you to Lucas for letting me know when it left Wauhatchie, because that helped me gauge where I could go. So the chase began at Chattanooga Airport. Mike told me of a wonderful spot to go.
Still climbing on top.
And I still climbed on top of the car, hence the injured tripod, but don't worry, it's nothing the surgeons can't fix. So, shot him at the airport, and I was getting pictures off my camera so I can show you pictures. Alright. Airport. Alright, so these are fresh, unedited, raw photos. They are straight from the camera, so Mike, let me know if I'm in focus here. Here, let's turn it. Can we turn it away from the sun?
Sure.
There we go.
Which way you want to turn it?
I think that'll be fine.
Right there?
Yeah, that'll
There you go.
Sweet. Okay. Focus. Maybe. It's thinking about it. Well, I'm gonna go a bit more. Just. But there's a real bad glare. Okay. You can kind of see that. So that's Chattanooga Airport coming out of the, that's the quarry behind there. What's that? Vulcan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vulcan Materials.
Yep. And then we zoomed out. And let's see. There we go. There he is again. And he blew his horn for me here. He really didn't have to. But they must have thought, he's a fan, so we'll blow the horn for him. So that's the airport. And
That looks good. That looks good.
okay.
Where you just back where you just were, it was really good.
All right, this is Ringgold. I really like how this one turned out. With the building and the crossing gate. And then it got closer. There it is with the train falling away behind it. I do believe I hear motors. Maybe. I could be hearing things. I can see it here. And then that's a bit closer up in Ringgold. For the video camera here, my tripod was the railing of the depot there, because at the moment I didn't know how injured my tripod was.
Got safety protocols? Granger has the Safety Pros 2 call. Shop our fast.
And let's see.
Little Granger commercial there in the middle of Jesse's presentation.
We are not sponsored by Granger. Let's see. And this one's a little dark, but this is just north of where we are right now. So what would you consider that? I guess North Dalton?
Yes.
And then you guys saw him here, and then I skipped over you guys and jumped down to South Dalton. And got him in South Dalton. One more time. So 4 shots for a chase. Not too bad. The Dash 8 was cool, third back.
It was.
That is a, you know the story of those, right?
They're all getting redone.
Well, yes, but they brought them out temporarily for power shoot.
I guess eventually we will.
Lucas, maybe one day we can get enough of us to line us up, 10 of us in 1 mile increments, everybody in orange. If that doesn't confuse them, I don't know what would. Jesse has had quite a day. If you've not met Jesse before, Whistleboard Productions, and let me tell you, if you ever want to find a train, his nickname is Bloodhound, because he can find a train. Him and Lucas both. You can turn those two loose in the middle of nowhere with 100 different choices, and both of them can find that train.
Lucas said he got some good shots today, so looking forward to seeing his pictures.
And see, that's what rail fanning is. Enjoying the little things. Chasing that train. Getting those waves, as you saw. We have had waves and horns from just about everybody tonight.
And looks like the weather is going to cooperate tonight, at least where we're here.
Kid, that's going to be M585 coming at us. M585 just past Kid. So y'all get ready. Looks like CSX will be our next southbounder.
Did it really? Oh, I thought you said it.
No.
It's like, well, be thankful it was that. Not the camera.
All right, everybody. 585 does appear it's going to be our next train, as y'all just saw the note. 106 on the milepost. We are at the 99, so 7 miles out. And Kig says we've got 7101 up front, along with 299. It is definitely our night for music in the parking lot. Woo! Let's hope Casey doesn't get mad at me. And we managed to catch it all. There's the sign for Control Point Hair, H-A-I-R. And in case you all missed the note from Tony, there are several very significant things about today. First off, if you didn't realize it, it is 4 months from today till Christmas. Well, that got some excitement out of left of me. Jesse's over here going, oh boy! Tony is not as excited about it as you are. Or, if that's too hard on you, you can look at it this way. It is 17 weeks until Christmas. Or, if you want to get really specific, in case y'all didn't read Tony's note, it is 122 days from now. So, we still have time to pick each other's Christmas present. And I still have time to find which container has my new camera in it for my Christmas present. And whatever else you guys are wishing for. And Tara is wishing for a goat so that Kugzu does not take over Boone's Mill and we can't find her, the tractor, the forklift, and the overpass and everything else that we've grown to know up there. And it is the only place I have been, and she is the only picture and the only video that's been sent in that has an old truck and a forklift and a tractor in the parking lot at the, I don't know if that's a restaurant or whatever it is, Tara, but you have outdone yourself, including UPS in the sky over the tracks. That brings a whole new meaning to 29F, where they only have UPS trailers on the back of the train. All right, everybody, I think next up, and if anybody's north of us, Crash, are you down here? I see Lucas has retreated back to the homestead. Jesse hasn't gotten over his excitement yet. And I do believe we are going to see 585 rolling past us in just a moment. So let's listen to the scanner and hear what we get. Kid, what do we got? You're welcome, Tara. I hope somebody brings you a goat for Christmas. So come spring, we'll be able to see the rest of Boone's Mill and the Lazy S Curve. We are live, everybody. Welcome to Rail Moments tonight. Whistleboard Productions is here with us. Someplace floating around, I guess, Brian, I'm not sure if you're on or not. Train Nut Productions.
I think Brian is still en route.
Ryan may still be on his way home. We tried to talk him into coming south, but that makes his journey really long. Coming up October 18th, by the way, the Cowan Railfan Appreciation Day, October 18th. I'm surprised Tony hasn't told us how many days to that event. Tony and I are going to have some Mexican food
Oh boy.
and cake. We're going to guess this is 585. If you see 7101 up front, yeah, that'll be it.
CSX 7101, clear north and middle, 585, 25.
And that train originated today, Monday, August 25th, 2025. Here comes 585, and as Crash would say, we got glowage. Vote! V-O-T-E, everybody. That was too cool.
That was amazing.
Yes, that was amazing. Now, in case you guys don't know what Jesse and I are talking about, he's still over here editing. He's hard at work. He's not even paying any attention to us.
Nope. Sorry.
Now, I don't know. Have you ever had that happen? Was that a first?
Not
I mean, for it
strictly
to
for
be.
that.
If you guys didn't see it,
You gotta go back.
you've got to go back, because I got to say that is the first time since I've started doing this, and Jesse has been doing it longer. That southbound train, if you roll back just as he's coming past Junction Point hair sign, the front nose door opens and there's a hand waving above it to us. So go back in the video and watch, and me not expecting such a thing, it took me a moment to register exactly what that is. So the first thing that happens, door opens and you see a hand waving at you guys. And then it's like, as I'm getting ready to zoom out, it's like, whoa, I got to get that back. So as I get back on the very front, the next thing you see, thumbs up from the top of the door. So waves, I lose him for a moment, realize that's a body part. Get it back on, and as he's going by, thumbs up from the nose of that locomotive. Now, that just tops the night for cool stuff that is happening here in Dalton with you guys. We've got our message of the day. Enjoy the little things. We know how long it is till Christmas. We know how long it is till we all go hang out over in Cowan with Tony and Brian and everybody else. And a thumbs up kind of day. Oh, that's what makes us, must have been the double orange shirts that did it for him. He had to give us a special wave. That was too cool. I've had a thumbs up from the window, but never from the front door. Oh. All right, Tara. Jesse and I are going to challenge you to see if you can get a thumbs up from a rolling train from the front door. Or you get the UPS train to drop you a leaflet with your name on. Those are your next two challenges. All right, we are back. We are looking north. Those are the NS signals that you see up there. That's kind of zoom in here a little bit. There. You can always tell when it's starting to get darker because it starts to get easier and easier to see what color they are. All right, crash anybody to the north of us. And while that train was passing, I rolled back on the monitor, and yep, he passes by with a thumbs up to you guys. That was just too cool. You haven't seen
75.
We got water and power up there.
But it's not on for you yet.
But hopefully
But it is with the
ladies. That's cool.
That is cool. That's the crash location.
Seth did make it.
It's
So, this is what happened at broken python. So I don't know how broken python was. Besides, by the time I was in detail, so, they're gonna have to get together. And I took my phone when Braille was back, worked up the poles. I had to stick my phone and lean it up against one of the railings to get a video. Because the track
That's how close it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like about that place. Because on the highway crossing, so you hear the top of the I like that.
All right, everybody, it's exercise night. I just catched up with everybody's notes. We're waiting for one person to join the group there. There they go. They're off. Hurry, everybody, hurry. Oh, if you got your money on the first guy, as long as he doesn't fall down, he's a winner. And down the road they go. Everybody, Jesse said tell y'all bye. Now that he's got a Mrs. Jesse, it's time to go home to have dinner with Mrs. Jesse. Mrs. F, to be exact. And he's headed back up to Ottawa and Collegedale. We'll be headed back up to Ringo once we finish. And there goes the great big wave from Jesse as he leaves the exciting town of Dalton, Georgia. We are on till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me just catch up with everybody here. I got all kinds of things. While we have a little break in the action here for a moment, they just threw a whole load of bar stools in the dumpster. So if you got some need some bar stools and you want to do some repairs, I'll show you the picture where there's a whole bunch of bar stools right over there in front of the FRAKER warehouse. You can go dumpster diving right there. If you get here before I leave, we'll even film you dumpster diving for bar chairs from the Crescent City Tavern. All right, as you all saw, most of you got to hang out with us, catch the CP Heritage unit yesterday, and he went on down to Irondale, and now he is leading a train over to Meridian. So, NS 339 should have CP 7015 leading that train going over to Mississippi. AGS, we talk about all the time. They could be so close, but yet so far. 5 hours to wait on one train. Whew, that's a long time. And at the rate he was rolling, you should have seen him in plenty of light. But we've all been there. It is that moment that you just, sometimes patience works. Sometimes you just got to leave one on base. Southern Railroad Rail fan, a big thanks again for having us over a couple weeks ago. Hey, being in a state of confusion isn't all that bad. You just say, hey, I'm in a state of confusion, I forgot, I can't remember, I'm not sure. Uh-oh, ad time. We do have the bird cam on over here on the side because we catch a lot of information on the bird cam way up in the Chattanooga area, all throughout the Chattanooga area. And the local scanner that we use doesn't cover that much territory. So we hear a lot of stuff on it. So we leave it on, but the downside is, whoop, up comes a commercial and we got to get it cut off before, again, that copyrighted music or copyrighted tune jams the live, and then Casey yells at Mike, and then it's like, urgh. So anyhow, AGS, I can see. I've done that too. It's frustrating to leave one on base, but it happens. Doesn't make you feel any better, but it does happen. Crash, sometimes life gets in the way. Jesse and them were out last night at 1 something this morning to catch the Lackawanna, catching fuel up in Chattanooga, and then it went back out. And I told him, y'all have a good time, get good pictures. I'll see it in the morning when I wake up, but y'all gonna have to catch that one without me. So they were out to the mid-morning, but they did get it. And 3:39, where our CP Heritage is going Irondale over to Mississippi. Mama Bear and Kid Outdoor have arrived on site. So every time one parking spot empties, another one comes open, and then somebody else joins us. We're going to throw them on here in just a moment to tell everybody hi. 7 hours for one train, huh, AGS? Whoo! I feel some pain there. I'm surprised you didn't count the minutes, but you always make up for it to catch something cool. Kid Outdoors running around the truck here for some reason. I'm not sure why, but looks like he's in stealth mode. He's gonna sneak up behind me and scare me. Here, I'll let you see what's behind me. Everybody, Kid Outdoors is on site. Q1.
I was gonna try to get up here and photobomb, you know. And then Mama Bear's over here.
Mama Bear hiding over there. There she is. And Tara, her sunset is at best. That's all the sunset we have tonight. We had one little moment earlier, and then it was gone. And then we were non-stop. Now it's gotten quiet. Even the crossing's a little bit quiet. Robert said to tell both of you hello.
Hello, Robert. Hope he's doing well.
They are keeping Robert busy. Looks like we got B640 coming northbound, and he has a YN2 up front. It is 8:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to hang out until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we will be on our way to dinner, because 6 a.m. was a long time ago on job number 1. There's the crossing that we're at. There's production 6. And there's my birthday present lighting up in the back. Thank you, Ray and Kayla and Casey. Whoa, does that make a difference?
Man, them really look sharp.
Oh, I tell you what, it's amazing how much better I can find stuff at night in there.
Not bad.
And they come on, I can click, if I want them on, I can click the button, or anytime I open the doors, they come on. All right. We are looking south. And again, for those of you that came on late, catch of the week. The short will be out yet tonight. Casey had a super busy day, but he said it will be released yet tonight. He thought between 8 and 9. Now, I've not seen, but let me look, because I haven't looked either, if I have a message from Casey. Andy, if you're on, Andy, good to see you. Thanks for the note. Hope you are having a fantastic evening. Brian has been busy down in Texas. Oh my goodness, he's sending pictures one after the other of what they've seen. Oh, looks like he had the FRA train down in Texas. Don't forget, catch of the week, send your submissions in. Anything rail related, locomotive, something artistic, favorite engine, favorite car, old car, whatever it is that is something exciting to you in the world of rail fanning, send it on in. And if you're using your cell phone, that's fine. If you're using your neighbor's cell phone, that's fine. If you're using a Polaroid, figure out a way to get it shoved into the little mail slot to us. Videos up to 30 seconds can go in the slot. You just go to railmoments.com. Make sure you do not have any copyrighted music playing in a video that's sent in, as Casey will not be able to show it to everybody. Lucas, if you're on down there in Texas, good catches on those pictures. And again, Casey will release tonight's short. It might already be up. I'm looking for notes, see if there's one here from Casey. Not yet. Lucas, you know, as hard as you work today to keep up with everything for us, we haven't caught a single rail car with your name on it tonight. Doggone it. That just isn't right. And Tara, we have yet to catch one. I feel like I need to get a can of spray paint and run down the line about 3 miles. Lucas, I will share your message with Casey, although I think he ran it and I think he got a hit saying it was, but like I said, Casey handles all the technology side, because if you guys were dependent upon me to do the technology that makes this whole Rail Moments thing work, we would be using a string, a couple Hawaiian punch cans, and that would be our communication. I'd get a Polaroid, and you all would have to come get the pictures and I'd send them out. Because without Casey, no way would all this technology work. Crash, that's above and beyond. Good idea. Lucas on the scoreboard is ahead of all of us on having their name on the side of a rail car. Good night, Robert. You keep us updated. Let us know how you are doing at all times, sir. And if you have time during the day, jump on the bird cam and leave us all a message. What's new? For those of you that watch the bird cam, it does reset at noon and midnight and starts over every day at 11:59:59. That's the length that YouTube will process a video. So that's why it shuts off twice a day. Few people still out and about. We are in the parking lot of the Crescent City Tavern, and believe it or not, it is almost chilly, but wow, it's better than what we're normally going through. Yeah, we went from 90 to 70 in one weekend. I was hoping we might get to see L808 tonight. Come out and pick up some of these cars, but so far I haven't heard them on the scanner. There's a little look kind of northbound at the CSX siding here in the yard at Control Point Hare. Yeah, like overnight. If you want to sit down, feel free.
Oh, I'm good. I've been sitting all day.
All right.
She's training somebody at work at the new stores.
They are or you are?
I am. I'm fixing to go to a different store.
You moving down here?
No, I'm going to the one up by Rock City.
Up near Fairyland.
All the way up the mountain?
Yeah. She won't be closing anymore, thankfully. Right now they got her training.
Is that closer?
It's a little bit further, but it'll be worth the drive though, because I'll get more hours.
Yeah, just in time for winter. Where's Mama Bear? Now is she someplace between the top of the mountain and the bottom of the mountain?
It's a little bit busy in that place.
Yeah, come wintertime, it'll be where's Mama Bear? Somewhere, wherever the snow is. Yep. I don't know if that
The bird cam. The bird cam. I don't know. I sent Ray a note.
I know we keep the dog cam on TV when we lay down at night. There's a big old spider web right in front of the cam.
Can't sit there and day, but by
By golly, at night though, you can see that spider working his way up and
Oh,
down
is
that
he?
web. Yeah, she told me, she said, we need to go down there and take a broom and get that off of her.
Well, yesterday at work, I was so bored. My teacher's work, took a broom, and then I was talking about the store.
When I worked by a truck stop on 299, that one that's now a 19, I was working maintenance, and on the CAT scale camera, a wasp that had a crack inside the lens. The lens cover was cracked where you could get inside to the actual camera part, and a wasp had gotten there and built a nest, and they thought they was going to send me out there on a ladder or something, which the ladder was still like 6 feet too short. We'll just take a broom and get down. I said, are you kidding me? I said, have you lost your mind? And so one truck driver come in and he said, well, you can stand on top of my trailer, see if you can get up there and get it. And I was like, as much fun as that sounds, me getting to climb on top of a truck, I was like, I don't think I'm going to get up there.
I'm out on that idea.
I was like, that sounds like fun if the wasp wasn't involved.
Yeah, because you have limited places to go once you're up there.
That truck's already, the bottom of that trailer is already 5 feet off the ground. And then there's another 13
That
feet
is a
in.
ways up there.
I said, I ain't jumping off that just to get away from them arms. I said, no.
And who wanted you to go up there and get it in the first place?
My boss, he was like, you're maintenance. He said, run out there and get it off the camera. You can't. He said, because when them trucks come in, I always see some wasps. And I said, if you lost your mind, I ain't going up there.
And that's where watch the loss of my broken bones.
Yeah. I said, yeah, get out of there eventually. And then I don't remember, I think it was Devin. I think after I trained Devin, he got up there. He didn't care. He just got up there and he went, whack. But he knocked the camera sideways too.
Eugene said to y'all hi.
Hello, Eugene. Yeah, I had to. We were going to try to make it up here before Jesse left. And then right as we was pulling up, I think he passed. Because I think right as we was pulling up, he pulled out. And then it's weird because most people complain about red lights. Well, every light was green. And she was trying, we were on the other side of town, so she was trying to get her GPS out just to make sure we got here. Because we went the opposite way we normally come. So she's like, grab the map out, just put it in the depot, make sure we get there. And
You jump up to here.
yeah, and I don't know much about. I'm like you when it comes to technology. You know, there's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do this. You know, and she's like, well, hang on, let me pull over, wait till a red light. You know, every light was green. She's like, good Lord, how many lights are gonna be green? I was just dying laughing. I said, I've never heard nobody complain about the green lights. And then the last
That's
two
true.
lights, the last two lights we passed were red. And if they had stayed green, we might have made it as Jesse was getting in his car. And then them last two lights, and she's like, I was like, it's pulling out now. Like, well, we tried.
Yeah, he's got the new bride going on, and
That's what I
back
told
from
her, I said.
school, and they're moving, and they're unpacking. And you got a whole list of things going on. Plus, they were up at 1 something this morning taking train pictures.
Well, he's got her doing that, don't he? I can't say too much because me and Gavin was all in the trees, and then we got her into it. It's a family affair. Well, I didn't even know she had tapes in there.
Just got notification from YouTube Studio 4 minutes ago, and it says Rail Moments, no issues were found with Catch of the Week winners for 8/24/25. So that means Casey is up in the studio doing Casey things with all that technology stuff that you saw yesterday, and Catch of the Week should be released probably shortly once it processes through YouTube. So everybody get ready to see. If you did not get a chance to watch last night, congratulations to all. It was really hard picking last night. We usually go and have a dinner meeting afterwards and catch up with everything that we're doing for the week and different things that we've done on the channel, what have you. So Sunday night is our meeting night after the live, and that was one of the conversations, but just how many cool things there were last night. So to all of you, from Casey and I, thanks for an incredibly great job. Made it tough, but I'm trying to get decisive. But it was really hard last night. I had my notepad, and I had this one, then changed to that one, then an arrow here and an arrow there. So, but hey, it was fun. So thank you everybody for being part of that. And if you've not before, please, railmoments.com, Catch of the Week, anything train related that you've seen. Oh, they're still running over there, but just send it in. Video's not more than 30 seconds, and have fun with it. Thousands of people look at those shorts. There's our gentleman that was our leader in the last race. I see the crowd's gotten a little smaller for those running up and down. Let's see if they all take off the other way while we're hanging out here at the crossing. And look how dark. It's only 8:27 Eastern Standard Time, and look how dark it is already. Where are our summer nights? That's crazy. And if you don't believe me, it's not getting darker. The test is how bright those red lights start getting as we progress through the evening. And pretty soon, we're gonna have to shed the shorts, put on the jeans, no more short sleeves, and we'll have first the lightweight jacket and then the heavyweight jacket. So we'll do a little look at the signals. They're on the signal tower. That's NS on the 4 on the top, and behind it, CSX.
spirit of law enforcement went by past the house. There was like 8 cops out in the parking lot, and like 1 or 2 in the back of the parking lot. They all had the lights on. I don't know what they were doing, but when he went by slow, and all them cops stopped what they was doing and went. And then one of them wasn't paying attention, and his buddy was over there going, "Hey, look." I said, "Man, I wish I had gotten a picture of that." All
That
of them
would
just
be
like,
cool.
I was like, I reckon they've never. If it ain't that they hadn't never seen it, it's that they didn't expect that particular one to go by.
Talk about timing.
Yeah, like hey, I don't know what they were doing. 'Cause
Hey
one-
everybody, Lucas has a message for y'all. It's up, it's up.
How's he doing?
He's doing okay. He's gotten to where he does so good in school, but he's gotten now to where he complains like a normal kid about how.
Really?
Yeah. I told him, I said, you do so good in school though, son. I said, you do way better than I did. He said, that's not true. I said, oh, yes, it is. He'll say, that's fake. And I'm like, no. Because he's good at math, I'm not.
I struggle with
Math and science is something
that. I never really cared what X and Y equaled.
But
Never
whoever
understood
added
why I
letters to
needed to.
math, whoever added the letters to math,
I have yet to ever go to the store and say, I want an X and a Y. How much is that?
he can see, you know, like, well, what is Z? We'll find X and Y. I just go home, you know. I was telling her, first thing he did when we got here, when we was down there, was he pointed up at that air raid siren tower.
Yeah.
And he looked up and he goes, ooh, Daddy, look, tornado siren. Because the one in Trenton over by the park was the old air raid siren from back in the 40s. And that was what was supposed to be our tornado siren. But they didn't keep up maintenance with it over the years. So it never worked. So when our tornado hit in 2011, we never had a siren.
Really?
Now they've got a siren that's right out in front of the jail of the sheriff's department. It's loud. But he loves it. Anything you come about the UP and NS merger? Have they made the final decision on that yet?
That'll be years before they get all that done. Everybody will be arguing over that for a while.
That's what I figured. I heard BNSF and CSX are trying to do something too. And I thought, well, that would be neat because then we'd have BNSFs going down the line too. On CSX. If they were, because I think what I read was BNSF and CSX are trying to open up like coast to coast one line for them. And
Crash wrote 2X plus 2Y equals me mopping floors at Burger King.
exactly. I like that one. I'm gonna remember that. I can't get over that ingrainer sitting right there. Just because the kind it is. When I used to watch the YouTuber Hobo Shoestring, and he was hot train. He was all the time looking for one like that. He called it a Cadillac because the way the walls are on the side. Usually he rode the ones like what's behind it, that just a lip grader.
Right.
And then he said, see this right here? It's got the walls on the side. He said, we call them Cadillacs because those are the best ones to ride. Nobody can see in them walls.
Oh,
And when
because
I-
it's closed.
Yeah, it's closed on the side. So he said, I can stand up, sit down, whatever, you know. And when I seen it, I said, oh, look. I said, there's one of Hobo's
One of his cars.
Cadillac grainers. I said, that, because it's hard to catch them. His videos, I look at them all the time. Gavin still mentions that a lot. He said, man, I wish Hobo's still here. Get out there. And he said, yeah. I said, but we got all his other ones we can watch.
How old is he now?
He'll be 10 November 13th.
Oh, that'll be here in a heartbeat.
Man, it don't seem like I've been a dad for almost a decade now.
4 months from today to Christmas.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it got here that quick.
Do what? Yeah, 4 months from yesterday would be our anniversary. If I ever forget, I'm one of them guys that if I ever forget our anniversary, something's wrong. We got married on Christmas. I'll never have trouble remembering that one.
Yo, if you forget that one, you're in trouble.
Yeah, like I say, I'm one of them guys that we played it smart. We wanted to get married on a day we wouldn't. Besides them, a couple CSXs, it's been quiet at the house yesterday and today.
Where did I go yesterday?
I'm not pretty loud or.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I went
Was it
yesterday.
Coffee's Cliff? I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
I went to Coffee's Cliff to catch the CP Heritage. It was busy up there. There wasn't a whole lot going on in the yard, but I got good train activity. That's where I was yesterday. That's crazy. I can't remember where I was yesterday.
I don't feel bad. I get that way. What am I doing this? Crap, sometimes I forget what I'll do in 5 minutes.
Well, at least you got time to. Oh, when's the birthday? Oh, you better hurry. You're running out of time.
I know she told me she wanted to rail thing. I said, hey, that's fine with me. So we'll go eat somewhere and then we'll go rail thing. Okay, sounds like a plan. That's what she wants to do.
That's right. Keep Mama happy.
Yep. Happy wife, happy life.
You're learning. You ain't a slow study.
Well, I learned a long time ago 2 simple words can make you happy the rest of your life, and that is yes, dear. I even wrote a song about it. I wrote a song called I Don't Know, and in parentheses it says the man's marriage anthem. Basically me saying the quiet part out loud. Everybody thought it was hilarious. Speaking of coffee, I don't know if I don't know if I can send it to you or not, but I took the sign from Coffee's Cliff and I put it on a mason jar and edited onto it. And I was like, that would be cool, like if something like Chattanooga Whiskey or something like that wants to do something since they're local and stuff. I was like, that'd be a cool label, the Coffee's Cliff label, or something put on there, like a coffee type drink or something. I said, that'd be neat. So I took a mason jar and put the Coffee's, edited the Coffee's Cliff sign onto it. I said, now that'd be a jar I'd like to have up on the map. And it looks. I've not been up there. I've not been up there.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been up there.
That's amazing. That's hard to believe. Matter of fact, that's really hard to believe.
My mom, that's what her side of things. I always thought the backyard sign right there was hilarious. You know, when you're a kid, that's funny. So.
Right, it is.
I always remember the big Norfolk Southern sign that's like that on the inside, right there by where Cups is.
By where?
I think it's up there by where Cups Pest Control is. That big sign.
On Appicola?
Yeah, I think that's where it's at.
Oh, yeah, to go in the yard there.
Yeah,
I know where you're
that's
talking
where
about.
I've
Yeah.
passed.
Right there by the Wilcox Bridge.
Yeah. Just never been. Now,
I can't believe that. That's just amazing.
I'd like to go because that's where there's a car down there, ain't there? Off the little cliffside up there, where it used to be, or
You talking about
right there where you
you
flew
talking about
in?
at Coffin's Cliff?
Yeah, wasn't there a car or something right down there?
Yeah, but it was only the last one was only there for about 15 hours. They took it out right away.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if that was something like stuck down there.
No, we went that afternoon, filmed it. The person that ran it off the cliff was on his way home from work, fell asleep because he worked a long shift. The mother sent us a note, and then he was down there unconscious for about 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
And since all the locomotives work in that area are autonomous, nobody knew he was in there.
Oh, wow.
And then the next morning, they had it was gone before noon, and they craned it up and out. Which the last time somebody did it sat there for a while. This guy with a truck, I think it was. I'm not sure of the order, but I think it was the truck, and they sat there for a couple months before they took it out.
I know the vehicle I seen was darker color.
Yeah,
They
some,
might have been called.
apparently, one of them, the gentleman was under the influence, the story goes,
Yeah.
and he just thought he was on the road and drove off the cliff.
Mm.
And then there's another one that they claim was an insurance scam. But there's 3 that I've been told about, one of which is the one we saw.
Well, and talk about the insurance thing. Throwing up that tree, take clothes off, take off,
Oh, that's so interesting to watch.
Oh, yeah.
How they run to that edge and stop, I have no idea.
Just looking at that, my legs would go weak. Because I could just see where it rounds off. Now down from that is another cliff, and we all refer to that as Insurance Bluff when we was kids. Because if you crawl on your belly and look over the side, down the side, there's like 6 cars down there. My dad, according to my dad, because he grew up in Greenwood too, he said that some of those vehicles have been down there since he was in high school. He said what they do is they just get in, push them off the edge, report it stolen, get the insurance money. And I said, really? I said, nobody's ever hiked up the woods to go to them and like get all the metal. And so they've been there for years, and that's what me and my friends did. We found out where exactly they were from the bottom of the mountain. And we pulled off on the side of the road almost to the top, back right after me and my buddies got out of high school. We were doing scrapping cans and metal and stuff like that, taking it to a place called A&K Metals up in Alabama. And anyway, I told him, I said, look, I said, I can see one of them cars up there. I said, pull over. And we hiked up through there, and we took a red radio flyer wagon with us up through the woods, loaded it up with a bunch of metal and stuff.
That had to have been a project.
It was fun. It was work. Because I mean, you're talking about going up to the side of the incline going up to it was almost 90 degrees. And we were sitting up there pulling that wagon, and then we had to find another way down, or we were going to spill the wagon. So we had to go.
And all that work had been for nothing.
So we had went all this way, and then we had to come all the way back. Finally, we got down the car. But then when we got back in the car, we was like, now we got to unload all this out of the wagon into the trunk. We didn't bring the truck. We brought the car. But there was like, I think there's a minivan. There's like 3 Jeeps, a couple old 70s or 80s models like Nissan trucks that had been just pushed off.
They're sitting there forever.
Yeah. Dad said, oh yeah, he said, we called that Insurance Bluff growing up. I said, yeah, that's what everybody calls it. He said, yeah, everybody throws their cars off there and get the insurance.
Insurance Bluff.
I said, bunch of rednecks.
Yeah, a little suspicious that it ended up there.
I thought, you know, it's a pretty spot when you're sitting on top of the mountain. That spot, looking off, because you can see everything.
CSX ACL 805. Yeah, sure, let my way in the clear, please. Thank you, CSX ACL. Yeah, sure, let's work our way in the clear, please.
Alright, that means CSX has something coming our way, and Southern Rail fan said we had a northbound CSX that would be coming our way before 9 o'clock, so maybe that's what it is. We'll keep an eye on that far signal post.
Anyway, and I told her, I said, well, let's just go there first.
Hey, come hang out.
I said, we'll go down there and see Mike first. And I said, then we'll go to the store afterwards.
What grocery store? Are you in the grocery store? Or?
Yeah, probably just Dollar Tree. Grab something for it now.
Austin lives down here, and I took him to the store, and you guys' grocery prices are way, way higher than ours. I was amazed. So now every time I come down, and although tonight I did, I always go to ours first and get him some stuff and bring it down. I couldn't believe how much more expensive it was.
It's a little more expensive down here than it is in here.
Because we went over to Kroger one week and we went to Food City the other week. I was just amazed at the difference in cost.
I like food line when I was growing up. And when I seen one down here in Dalton, I said, hey, I said, look, it's a rare food line. They ain't around no more.
No, you got to look for one of those.
The food line we had in Trenton was that set of Sand Mountain in it. It shut its doors. A place called Food Outlet moved in. And it was closed but that the whole building was closed for a while. At least that section. The food line was, because it's like a plaza, and you got Little Caesars, a nail salon, then you had Food Line, and when the Food Line closed its doors, it stayed empty for a long time, and then a discount grocery store called Food Outlet moved into it. It's kind of like a small version of like a Sam's Club type store where everything's in bulk, but it's not expensive, and you don't have to have a membership or anything, but it's like that where it's in bulk. So, it's not a bad little store.
Uh-oh. Ay. No. Let's hang on, y'all.
I said, in case you'd be able to show them.
Sorry, y'all. We had some music coming across the track, and y'all know what happens. I had to jump off the tailgate. Almost ran right over kid trying to get to the mute button on the phone.
I'm tough. I'll just bounce right back.
Look how pretty it is here at night. There's the old Southern Pullman car here in the parking lot. We're at the Crescent City Tavern parking lot, hanging out with Mama Bear and Kid Outdoor. There's the Crescent City Tavern. Right on the other side of our rail car is the old freight depot, which is now the visitor center. And there is a disc golf course set up in front of it with two 99-foot throws. And for those of you who have not heard the story, one of the first times I was down here, I asked, what is that? And he told me what it is. He said, well, here, try it. Mine was up and over and out here in all that grass. That was my first and only disc golf attempt. I could see that it was probably not in my future. I never did well with Frisbees, and I certainly didn't do well with that disc golf. And I wasn't going to run around every time I messed up to the other side of this, I don't know, 250 to 300 foot fence. Iron fence with little pokey things all the way across the top
from here all the way down. So I said, nope. I went and got it once, told him thanks for the opportunity. I was done. I hope everybody has taken a chance to take a look at the short for Catch of the Week. Casey says it's published. Lucas says it's published. He saw it.
Thought I heard a horn.
Kid is hoping we hear horns, so I'm going to be quiet and let's see if Kid hears a horn.
Across the gates, horns in my head.
That's funny. Hello, Kit. How's everything in Missouri? You missed Jesse. He was here earlier. Kid outdoor. Mama Bear here now. Uh-oh. We may have interrupted a little smooch there. Kid is still convinced he hears a horn. Let's see what y'all think.
Across the gates, horns, everything in my head. She was telling me last night, all she was hearing is ding, 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 ding. I said, I know, I hear it all the time. I thought I'd heard it.
Sometimes rapid motion is just a very important thing. Hello, 47 Ford, aka Old Blue. Refresh my memory. On this beautiful last week of August 2025 evening, where it was just a gorgeous 80-degree day and a cool, let's see, what is our temperature right now? We are currently at 75 degrees here in the Dalton Rail Yard. Can you believe that? Last week at this time, oh, we were cooking. Well, kid, what'd you decide? Do you hear a horn?
Might have been in my head.
Well, we have the solution. If you don't hear the real horn, just have one in your head. Kid has got it covered on both cases. Oh,
I was right.
he was right. Look at this. Here is a man that, there's the look when you know you're right. I did hear a horn.
I'm not crazier than I thought. I thought I was crazy. Crazier. What do you suppose? That's a CSX. Where we stay, I think the NS line goes around one side and then the CSX goes that other side of it.
No, you did. I heard it.
I heard it too.
We all heard it. You're good.
I don't know how I heard it way back there. Yep, there he is. I hear it.
No, Crash, I haven't either. It's the first time I've heard it in some time. Not sure what the difference is tonight, but weekend tonight. 47 Ford, aka Old Blue. Special shout out for you. Thanks for being on, everybody. It is train time. Again in Dalton. As we are starting to wind down our night. Yeah, the easy ones. I did. I like both of those.
Yeah, the 630 looks so cool like that.
They're cool the way they come out. Boy, we have really heard him from a long ways out. We called his numbers, but we didn't catch him. But we do have glowage. CARBO. Well, we've seen that before. Oil car. Escape HILO. Old Cascade car. A lot of tank cars tonight. His number board's rolling south. All right, everybody, we are going to squeeze one more in tonight, and then we are going to call it a wrap. But there you go, CSX northbound, Highball Green, last train of the night. Everybody get ready.
Yeah, that's very long for a lot of work on him on the side that I seen. And then when he passed y'all, I'd
See, you saw him on the next
I
side.
saw him on the other side. And I think I said something in the chat about, y'all ain't seeing the same side I seen. I said, well, there's a lot of artwork on that other side.
It get chilly out.
I know last night I was sitting on the front porch. My legs got cold. I said, it's August. Why are my legs cold? I had my jeans. I wasn't in shorts. I had my jeans on. I said, next time I grabbed my flannel shirt, put it on. Yeah. I know that restaurant right there. Me and her and Gavin caught that corner coming that way. We had just left from over here. And I don't remember what we were doing.
I had turned that way, and I went turning around and come back this way.
about the time we come back across here, he was coming from that way. I said, there he is. He was going to pull way up there to the thing, and I said, no, just pull right here. We'll get out.
Here, stop, right
Yeah,
there.
I'm like, look, we got it. Or no, she was going to pull here, and I said, don't you pull up to the parking garage. So we pulled up to the bottom part of the parking garage. I got out. That was Gavin's first conrail. And that night, like, 3-inch UP went by. I think that was the first time I'd seen a UP up close like that. I said, so that was my first time seeing the UP fly by like that. And I told Gavin, I said, you got to catch your first conrail. That was the CSX Conrail, I believe. Yeah, because we had seen the NS Conrail on Lahachie one day. That was when we met Crash, wasn't it? Yeah, the NS one was at Lahachie. That was when we had met Crash. Yeah, he was up there. We were just there randomly trying to see what we'd catch.
Yeah, he's all over the place. You never know where you're going to run into him. From here to there.
Yeah, we met him. And
He's rolled up at night when I was at Chickamauga Dam, and we've run into each other so many places, all different hours. That's right, Crash. We're talking about you.
Yeah, he was the one that said, yeah, I'm waiting on the NS Conrail. I said, really? He said, yep. I think he said he was coming from Bridgeport that day or something. And so, yeah. Down there in Bridgeport. I'll be. Well, I was about to say, southbound, he's going to be coming from that way or going to that way? The next train?
No,
He's going to be coming from that way?
no.
Oh, from this way, going
that way.
Oh,
And you'll be over there, and then you'll cross over the diamond over here. Then you'll go to your house.
okay, so we would see the. Well, that was a little eerie though that night when we seen that Conrail when we was crossing, because he was coming around that curve down there.
Yeah, because there's a curve that goes that way, so if you look, there's a spot you can look right through where you are.
Yeah.
And if you look between the building, there's a hole there, and you can see the light down there.
Yeah, we were about right here, come across that. He come around that curve. It was a little foggy down that way. It looked like, and I mean, it was a little eerie looking, just that light. And I said, there he is, there he is. Oh yeah, she did. She whipped it in here. Gavin was like, me and Gavin both, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Come on, hurry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he turned around and looked at her and said, Mom, Dad won't give me his phone. And I'm like, yeah, I was recording and he was like, you won't give me the phone. And I'm like, it's my phone.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Well, that's like he's got his own phone every time he goes to my mom. I can't ever get a hold of Mom because he's got her phone. And I'm like, yeah, but you got your own phone. Why you got me? Hers is better. Hers ain't got cracks in it.
You're the one that asked. You know?
Huh? Well, no, his is not necessarily cracks. It's just where it needs to be, but it does need to be wiped. Yeah, his phone has got grease, all kinds of stuff on it. Yeah, chicken nugget grease, all kinds of stuff on it. That's the only thing Mom don't like about it. When she gets her phone back from me, she's got to take it, open another bunch up and try to clean her phone.
I got a whiff of something. There's the hamburgers. That grease. I could do 20 of them sometimes. Mosquitoes aren't out tonight.
a picture and I just took it.
Do you color it in, or does it do it for you?
It does it when I tell it what style I'd like it to be.
And it just doesn't.
There's a CSX that it actually got put into like crayon. And I thought that was good. Like, I look like I could copy that.
That first one was really neat, believe me.
Yeah, I just downloaded a picture of it and told it what style I want. The style was actually called graffiti. And I was like, that is cool. And then this one, I like the old chassis system. So and it was actually just the train with a white background, and the AI actually put the background in it.
And set it under it.
No, I just said it.
Just got a shadow under it.
Yeah, it was just, I think it was a picture of a model, and yeah, I like those chassis systems. I think Steve did his name with the cat. That kind of blew my mind when I seen that. I was like, because I seen where on social media where a lot of people were posting, look at the CSX icon, it's got the old system logo on the front and stuff, and I thought, I've never seen that, so I had to look it up.
There he is.
About to say, sounded like I heard no.
Yep, there he is. He's coming through Salt Dome.
Well, all right then.
All right, you heard him. Coming through South Dalton, our last train of the night. CSX, northbound.
We will see lights.
that cartoon that we used to work on?
Regular show. Rigby and Valentine. And then I thought I seen the Green Ranger painted on it.
I'll have to go back and look at pictures. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Because I got that. I'm like, oh man, it's an old cartoon.
Mama Bear is sorting out what cartoon characters we saw, what train we saw, and what are we going to do next.
It smells good out here.
Oh, no, that restaurant is.
Yeah, that restaurant just killed it. Oh.
What's in my phone? Because I knew my line was, and I felt like something bad when I thought I had to come change it. You know, it's not cool with water. It's not cool. We might have to go back and watch your, now you find it. Can you believe there's already 6 episodes of At the Track? This will be number 7. Even my story time.
M584 Green Bean says, everybody, Mama Bear, Kid Outdoor, they're hanging over here to the side. There they are. Q1 and Q2
Me in my work uniform.
on the scene. Yeah, Mama Bear's out of Real Moments uniform. She's in the other uniform tonight.
I got off work, picked him up, and straight up here.
Ain't right, you're 2 steps ahead of me. Hold that thought, okay? Make sure you guys go to YouTube tonight and check out the short, everybody. Well, I can't do both at the same time, but Catch of the Week short has been released. Thanks to y'all for making that possible. Thanks to Kid Outdoor and Mama Bear for hanging out with me and keeping me safe from who knows what here at the next crossing. Everybody, it's been a fun night. It's been a great night. We started off right from the get-go with train action, and then the spirit of our law enforcement been back and forth. I know a whole bunch of you chased it. Tara, can't wait to hear what you caught up there on the Lazy S tonight. Everybody, from Casey and I to all of you, we appreciate you so much for being on the channel. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any last minute questions. Green Bean, thanks for taking care of me all day long and keeping me up to date on everything and all that you do. And to all of you, Lucas, thanks for the messages tonight. Jesse, thanks as well. Like I said, y'all are great. Real fanning's fun, and that's what it's all about. So from Casey and I, from Mama Bear, from Kid Outdoor, to all of you, we will see you now next time, ain't right?
At the next crossing.
Mama Bear got it. At the next crossing.
Next crossing.
Lucas, a special thanks to you as always. Everybody, see y'all tomorrow night, Tuesday. Not sure which crossing, but it will be a crossing. And John, if you're on down there in Somerville, you make sure you're doing well.
It's over there though. It's on the other track.
You make sure you're getting your homework done. All right, everybody. That is it for the night. Time to head to the house, see Mrs. S, and have dinner.